So it's first year. I'm in university. Went to Maseno University. So I've just gotten into my bed. It's around 11 p.m. And I hear commotion outside, but my head is so sleepy. And so as I sleep, I feel like something is not happening the right way. Then a few minutes later, is it 20 minutes or 10 minutes, I hear banging on doors, glasses being broken down. It's actually a strike that it's beginning this very night. And so I jump out of bed together with my friends, my hostel mates. We go out. By now, this actually happens when you remember the Garissa University, the students who were killed in Garissa University. It's a university incident that follows that one of Garissa, and in my mind, whatever is happening is that I'm thinking it's terrorists are actually attacking Maseno University at this moment. And so we get out of bed, we go out of school during that night. We go spend the night outside school because few minutes later, police come into school, start throwing tear gas here and there. So we went outside the school for some few minutes, maybe hours, then came back to school. Now, during the day, we wake up. As we go around the school, we see a building burning down, then the administration block, and so on. And maybe is it the same day or a few days after that, there's a strike and students decide to demonstrate. And while the demonstrations again start, I was at the field in Maseno University college campus, and I see students, the older students, maybe fourth years and some first years who are not older. They're actually my age, but in a sense, maybe rowdiness is born in their blood. And I see them going towards the police. The police are throwing tear gas, and these guys are just taking tear gas and returning it back. Or maybe like this guy who took, was it a drum or something? Can't remember what it was. Was it a bucket? And went and covered the tear gas and stood on top of it, raised his hand. The smoke was coming all over him. I myself cannot stand tear gas because my eyes get really teary and my head starts to ache. But I wonder, this student is actually comfortable with it. In my head, I'm like, this guy must be smoking a lot of weed. This is actually the first time I see someone go towards danger, because these police mean business. When they catch you, they do all sorts of torment on your body with those rungus and stuff. But I see these guys march forward, trying to provoke the police. And we rarely see that in real life. Okay, that was real life. But it doesn't happen oftenly, because maybe in life, when you're dealing with problems and so on rare occasions do we choose to go and be uncomfortable, face the danger, mostly choose the comfortable choice. For example, okay, forgot to start with my signature. Welcome to Fake Guru. My name is Remy Scott. Fake Guru is a place, and okay, right now I'm Fake Guru, and this is a spot where we talk about some things, trying to sound sensible, and at the end of it, probably you can get something special out of it. So, as I was saying, it's not always the case that we choose the hard choices, the uncomfortable ones, and forgo the comfortable choices. The current life, the way I've interacted with my age group and so many people, maybe through one-on-one communication, and also through social media, what I see people put on their status, and also maybe social media updates and conversations on those platforms, I rarely see people talk of how they can choose the hard life. For example, when it comes to relationships, you hear people say, heri nilie kwa Range Rover than kwa baiskeli, sindio? Yeah, you better cry in a Range Rover than a bicycle. That just shows you that it's so hard for someone to go for love that is very romantic, where you're giving all attention in a bicycle. They'd rather go for the Range Rover, where they see their bills to be taken care of. And sometimes that comes at a cost. You can actually argue and say that whether you choose the bicycle or the Range Rover, you've actually made a hard choice. Because if you go to the bicycle guy, you guys are going to wallow in poverty, and then probably someday, if he has a vision, you guys are going to Omoka and have a good life, right? Or on the other side, when you decide to go to the Range Rover, you go maybe deal with someone who has a lot of ego, domestic violence. He basically doesn't respect you as a lady. So probably you're making the hard choice. But if you look at it on the surface, it's easy for someone to go for Range Rover than the bicycle. We deal with life trying to avoid danger and trouble and taking risk. It's like you're preventing yourself from coming into contact with hardship, and you're making all the choices you can to escape the hardship and the trouble. And some of these choices you're making, they're actually comfortable choices that may look like the better choices right now, but few years down the line, you come to realize that probably if you had made other hard choices, your life would have been better in the long term, but not in the short term. So that when it comes to life, when it comes to making it in life and progressing further, prevention is actually not better than cure.